the people who, sorry, I'm here, hiding behind a mask. The people who were under the bridge, you've talked about, some of them have gone to Mexico, some of them have been flown to Haiti. The others, are they spread out at CPB holding facilities, or have some been released into the community or released to family members awaiting hearing?
So you ask
What's
a very
their status?
So let me be clear. So some have been returned to Haiti, indeed. Others have been moved to different processing facilities along the border in light of operational capacity, and then many of them will be returned to Haiti from there, and if any of the exceptions apply, they will not be returned to Haiti but placed in immigration enforcement proceedings. I should say released is a very general term, and I may need to drill down on that if I may. Individuals, some of them are detained, some of them are placed on alternatives to detention. We remain in touch with them. We monitor them to ensure their appearance in court at the designated time of appearance. Does that answer your question?
It does. One other question.
And I provided the data if I need to do so again.
Yes. No, I got that. The broader question is that it seems like there are border crises that keep popping up sort of like whack-a-mole. Every month or so, there's another clump of people or another major issue or unaccompanied minors and is there a plan to maybe have, like FEMA-type teams that go to these crisis points? Or is the goal to somehow stop having these crises that keep breaking out?
Well, look, you mentioned FEMA. So 2 points, if I may. Let me first address the fund. Well, let me go in reverse. From an operational response perspective, we addressed the challenge of unaccompanied children in March, and I said then that we had a plan, we were executing our plan, and it would take time. And in fact, within 60 days or so, we went from an average time of an unaccompanied child in a Border Patrol station of 124 hours to less than 25 hours. And we did that through our operational capacity throughout the Department of Homeland Security, as directed by the President in an all-of-government effort. Here, last weekend, we had approximately 15,000 individuals in the Del Rio section. I committed to addressing that within 10 days, and today we have none, and that was because of the Department of Homeland Security's assets with the assistance of others across the government. That is something very different than the fact of the dynamism of irregular migration writ large, and the fact that this is a situation that has occurred from time to time ever since I can remember in my more than 20 years of government service. And the President has spoken very powerfully about this from day one and before he assumed office. First and foremost, and most fundamentally and foundationally, we are dealing with a broken immigration system, and we need legislative reform. And everyone agrees. In a world where unanimity is so difficult to achieve, there is one thing as to which there is unanimity, and that is the need for comprehensive immigration reform. And unfortunately, it seems to remain elusive, but our real dedication to achieving it is unrelenting, and we continue to do so. Number one. Number two, we have a 3-part plan. We invest in the root causes to address the need, address the reason why people leave the homes in which they live and take a perilous journey that they should not take. Second, the building of safe, orderly, and humane pathways. And third, rebuilding an asylum system and a refugee program that were dismantled in the prior administration. This takes time, and we are executing our plans.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary.